Good morning, everyone. Welcome to McBoss Capital live stream here. My name is Michael Chu. Today is Thursday, uh, October 9th. Right now it's 8:41 a.m. Mountain Time, which is 10:41 a.m. Eastern Time. Market is down today after a good day yesterday. We'll take a look at the index. Nasdaq is down 0.4, Dow is down 0.3, and S&P is down 0.2. Volume is running higher today on Nasdaq, which is surprisingly, but yeah, it could be a distribution day if this continues. And New York Stock Exchange volume just slightly lower, so it could also, again, if we turn out to have a bad day today, we could have a distribution day possibly on both of this. In terms of news, before we jump to news, let's just quickly take a look at the index here, QQQ. Okay, here's QQQ. We have a really, we had like this pullback Tuesday, yeah, Tuesday, and then Wednesday we bounced back pretty strong, making new highs on Nasdaq, and then today we just saw sliding a little bit. So so it's not too bad. Go to the 5-minute chart here. So here we had, pretty close strong yesterday, but today we pretty much didn't make new high. So that is the negative. We just slide straight down. So generally this, I don't like seeing that because because there's a difference between a gap down and a sliding down because this was given time and people still want to sell. And not only that, you see it got more volatile here, but still it couldn't find support, and then we start to go down lower again, right? So I've seen days where it, turn out like this. It could be really bad days. So I just want to make sure, just kind of put that out there. Now, of course, we find support and then it start to bounce. That's a good sign, right? Again, watch your stocks, see how your growth stock behaving. But right now, based on this chart, most if your growth stock is not going down straight like this, then it's probably a good sign. Let's go to SPY. Very similar chart here. Very tight action. Bounced back yesterday at new highs. Today it's going down right now. So this one at least make an intraday high this morning before it went down. So slightly better, but still doesn't look good right now. Dow. So Dow didn't even make a new high, so this is weaker for sure. And but this morning it did, and then it came down. So looking at so this one has been weaker, right? Like it hasn't made new high now, and now we dropping below the 10 days. So that is a little bit concerning. Now it could easily find support around that area, 10 or 21 days, around the green and pink line. But still, it has been lagging. Look at this relative strength line. It's just sliding down. Let's look at next we look at IWM Russell ETF here. Very similar. It hasn't made new high in, let's say, since 4 sessions ago, and today it's going down again back to the 10-day. So here we go. We did come above the intraday high here as well as above yesterday's high, but it came back down too. So yeah, overall market looks very weak today. And if you look at stocks on the move, there is not many stocks at all. Like volume has is not on the upside; they're on the downside. So let me go to the downside. I'm not sure what happened to rates. Rates dropped a lot today, 12%. Just trying to see what else here that is could be on my list. H roll is still going down. AMD is down today. So AMD has been strong like recently, right? So I like it's not a lot actually. It's not down a lot. So you see, this is the gap up here. Then we have a nice some support here. It didn't close red. Then it bounced up again to new high yesterday, and today it make another high this morning. Just a very strong chart right now. Um, is it extended? Yes. Look at where the 10-day is right here. Very extended. So we might see some consolidation here. So it's usually consolidation will be like it'll pull back as the 10-day comes up, and then it'll get close enough and then bounce. That's what you want to see. So that will be a potential entry point if that happens. But right now it's obviously too extended. Um, so that's AMD. So yeah, if you go to up in price, there's really not much happening. So the one stock that stand out is Nvidia. So let's go to that. So Nvidia is finally starting to move here. So it came out right there, but it moved up for a few sessions and then came back down and to the 10-day and found support. And then now it's starting to bounce. Now it's pulling back from the high this morning, but yeah, because the market is weak right now. But it still looks pretty good because it's still up right for the day, 2% almost. So yeah, it's very good chart right now. So that's Nvidia breaking out. Really, Chinese stock. Um, it's not easy to trade this one because it pull back quite often here, but it does make higher highs, right? So it does make higher highs. So right now, as you can see, it's already pulling back from the top. ALNT. This one has been consolidating for a while too. So this is the base here. So it's not quite a traditional breakout yet, but I draw a trend line here. So it is breaking above this trend line. So and it looks like it's trying to go for this line here at the top. So potential. This is electrical power equipment area. A firm. This one, you see that I don't like this what happening here because we have this trend line from the top here, 21-day, and then there's this red line which is the 50-day, and guess what? It got rejected at the intersection this morning. So to me that is not a good sign. If it eventually come above it, both of those lines, then yeah, I would consider it. But right now, it's still kind of stuck in a limbo zone. So I'll just wait and see. Um, yeah, not much going on. Let's see the news here. So, Taiwan Semiconductor reports September sales. So let's take a look at that one. TSM. It didn't really go up this morning, but the trend line is still really good. The uptrend line right here. So, yeah, we have a report from Delta. Let me see here. So earnings season is starting as of now. Like more and more stocks will be reporting. So this one came back above it, looks pretty good, but it did fall back. Um, let's look at the forecast here. Oh, here we go. So we this current next quarter will be slightly down. It did beat. I think it beat. Yeah, it beat September quarter. So yeah, looks okay, but it won't be on my list because this is negative here. Let's look at Tesla. The Tesla here. Um, so we had this two down big days. This nice run here, but we got knocked down by those two big days. And then it tries to come back up, and it really didn't do much since that day. And the problem is now we see a clear downtrend line on the top bar here. So actually I'll set that as my alert. It's still very steep. Even if it does come back up on this line, it's still somewhat steep. So it might need more time to digest. So we'll see how it handles the 21-day line too at the bottom here. Okay. There's a lot of talk about the rare earth stuff, and China also step up restriction on that this morning. So let's go to MP. This one is trying to come out right now. Um, after 2 days of pullback, and now it bounced. So it looks really strong. This one definitely might be worth a trade here. It has strong quarterly earnings going forward, except the current quarter, which will come out in 21 days. But yeah, but it looks pretty good though. This chart looks really good. Strong uptrend here, and then a nice base here, and it's trying to come out now. So yeah, it's definitely on the watch list for sure. USR is another one. So this one has been moving pretty strong as well. Here we go. Wow, look at that new high today. Uh, yeah, it's up a lot in like just like 5, 6 sessions, 6 sessions. Yeah, up 60% from this pivot here. That is very incredible. So yeah, so this area is really hot right now. Um, let's go down here. The most stocks are down today, red. So again, the key is if they're not dropping too much, that's good because that's kind of like a hold mentality there. Um, so Ferrari dropped a lot here because it lays out its electrical vehicle plans. Interesting. Dash a little bit lower today. Surf. Let's take a look at Surf here. Not sure if there's any news, but it jump out today. Nice breakout. Um, doesn't have the strongest earnings though. That's the only problem. So that's that. Oh, okay. So they announced DoorDash and Serve announced a deal together to use autonomous robot deliveries starting in LA. Novartis will pay Acuro, so they will buy that company. Let me see what else there is. Yeah, so those are the main news today. Again, most stocks are red today, so it's more about like can they hold from yesterday's gain. Um, and then I just want to look at gold quickly here. Gold making another high today. Incredible run. This is just incredible. Um, so let's look at some of the strong ones on my list. MUX. This one thing I noticed is now they're trading closer to the upper channel line. In some cases, probably even surpass it. So there's a lot of well, there's some analysts saying we are near at least some sort of ready for a pullback kind of thing. So because it is quite extended from the 10-day here as well. So not only is hitting the channel line at the top. Let's look at HL. Here's one. So it did pull back already from the high this morning. CDE. This is another one. It's really high above the channel line, and then now it pulls back. So some of this may be ready for a pullback because they're just too extended right now. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of gold stocks. I'm not gonna go through them, but feel free. Silver. Let's take a quick look. Also another new high. So SVM. Yeah, that one also pulled back from new high this morning. Has also pulled back from slightly higher high this morning. Yeah. So yeah, it might be ready for some sort of sideways or pullback movement here. Other than that, I don't see too many stocks moving today. Definitely you can look at yesterday's stocks. A lot of tech stocks moving yesterday. Feel free to look at that. See if they can hold today. If they hold, might be opportunity to get in at the end of the day, depending how they trade, right? So thank you everyone for watching. Have yourself a good day.